Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, To Take Your Life Back, today's show. You can also see a video version of this if you go to Take Your Life Back Today show on YouTube, and that is the channel. Don't forget, I also have written 5 books. Get your copies soon. We talked about short inspirational stories that are powerful. The great thing about them is that they are so easy to digest, and there's always a moral at the end of the story. My friends, whether they're true stories or not is another whole thing, as many of them are legends supposedly hundreds of years old. However, the stories that I'm talking about are so powerful and inspirational that many of them really do get you thinking and even leave you speechless. If you hear something in the background, those are live text coming through. Let's talk about the elephant rope. This is based on belief. A gentleman was walking through an elephant camp, and he spotted that the elephants weren't being kept in cages or held by the use of chains. All that was holding them back from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied to one of their legs. Friends, as the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why the elephants didn't just use the strength to break the rope and escape the camp. They could easily have done so, but instead, they didn't try to do it at all. Curious and wanting to know the answer, he asked a trainer nearby why the elephants were just standing there and never tried to escape. Well, the trainer replied accordingly. When they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them back. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them exactly where they are, so they never even try to break free. The only reason that the elephants were not breaking free and escaping from the camp was that over time they adopted the belief that it was just not possible. So the moral of this story is this. No matter how much the world tries to hold you back, always continue with the belief that if you want to achieve anything, it is possible. Believing you can become successful is the most important step in actually achieving that dream. Folks, think out of the box. Let's have some creative thinking. In a small Italian town hundreds of years ago, a small business owner owed a large sum of money to a loan shark. The loan shark was very old, unattractive looking guy that just happened to fancy the business owner's daughter. He decided to offer the businessman a deal that would completely wipe out the debt he owed him. However, the catch was that he would only wipe out the debt if he could marry the businessman's daughter. Well, needless to say, this proposal was met with a look of disgust. The loan shark said that he would place 2 pebbles into a bag, one white and one black. The daughter would then have to reach into the bag and pick out a pebble. If it was a black one, the debt would be wiped. But if the loan shark would then marry her. If it was the white one, the debt would be also wiped, but the daughter wouldn't have to marry the loan shark at all. Black and white pebbles. Standing on a pebble-strewn path in a businessman's garden, the loan shark bent over and picked up 2 pebbles. As he was picking up, the daughter noticed that he picked up 2 black pebbles instead of a black and white and placed them both into the bag. He then asked the daughter to reach into the bag and pick out one. The daughter naturally had 3 choices as to what she could have done. Here are the 3 choices. Refuse to pick a pebble from the bag would have been a choice, of course. Take both pebbles out the bag and expose the loan shark for cheating could have been another thing. Pick a pebble from the bag, fully well knowing it was black, and sacrifice herself for her father's freedom. So those are the 3 choices that she had. She drew out a pebble from the bag, and before looking at it, accidentally dropped it into the midst of other pebbles on the ground. She said to the loan shark, "Oh, how clumsy of me. Never mind, if you look into the bag for one that is left, you will be able to tell which pebble I picked." Because they were supposed to be two black and a white, but they were two black. The pebble left in the bag was obviously black, and seeing as the loan shark didn't want to be exposed, he had to play along as if the pebble the daughter dropped was the white one, which in fact it was black, and clear her father's dead. So the moral of this story, my friends, is it's always possible to overcome a tough situation throughout of the box thinking and not give in to the only options that you think you have to pick from. There are always other options. The group of frogs. This is about encouragement. As a group of frogs was traveling through the woods, two of them fell into a deep pit. When the other frogs crowded around the pit and saw how deep it was, they told the two frogs that there was no hope left for them. How sad that is, right? However, the two frogs decided to ignore what the others were saying, and they proceeded to try and jump out of that deep pit. Despite their efforts, the group of frogs at the top of the pit was still saying that they should just give up, that they would never make it out. Eventually, one of the frogs took a heed to what the others were saying, and he gave up, falling down to his death. The other frog continued to jump as hard as he could. Again, the crowd of frogs yelled at him, "Stop the pain and just die." He jumped even harder at that point and finally made it out. When he got out, the other frog said, "Did you not hear us?" The frog explained to them that he was deaf. He thought they were encouraging him the whole time. Well, my friends, the moral of this story is pretty simple. People's words can have a big effect on others' lives. Think about what you say before it comes out of your mouth. It might just be the difference between life and death. Friends, which are your favorite inspirational short stories that I have said either on this video or other videos? Leave a comment at takeyourlifebacktodayShow@gmail.com. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves. Always be good to each other. And remember, excuse me, a simple smile to a total stranger can change that stranger's life forever. It can change your life. May God bless you. Let me know which story you like, if you like any or none of them, and we will talk to you guys real soon. May God bless each and every one of you. And remember, for God so loved the world,